If you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that like button. If you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Hakeem, Jordan, what's going on? What's popping? What's cracking?
What's good, my G? Maintaining.
And what's good, man, y'all? I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I'm ready, yo. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yes, go ahead, Jordan. Do your thing.
So what's going on, people? What's going on? Glad y'all here joining the chat. We about to cook. We about to cook today. So we know we got to. It's been a trending topic the last couple of days, and we got to talk about it too because it's gonna be a good show. So as you see on the on the title, it's about Zion Williamson because now he was supposed to respect the kid, and now he got all this stuff going on with him that it shouldn't be out there. It shouldn't be out there, but we're gonna talk about it. So, as we know, everybody know who Zion Williamson is. He's a basketball player, played with New Orleans Pelicans. He's supposed to be. He hasn't been playing that as much because he's been hurt. Last year he only played 29 games, and before that he missed a lot of games because of injuries and everything. And then last year, and then this previous year, he signed a contract. I think it was like a 4-year max contract, and I think it's worth over 30 to 35 million dollars per year. And the thing is, like I said, he wasn't playing all of last year, 29 games. Either it was injury or the organization was holding him of playing to make sure he's healthy and all that type of stuff. But yet again, now, a couple of days ago, he made a post that, he's expecting a kid. He's going to be a dad, by the name of a woman that he got pregnant by. Her name is Akima. And, from what I know, she's formerly an ex-dancer, ex-stripper. And they made a video about their expecting. Go ahead. We're going to play a video real quick, and we're going to get back to the story. Go ahead, Akima. Not this one, the first one on the TikTok one. Yeah.
I'm not playing the sound because of the music.
That's fine. All right, so that was a little clip of of her, and like I said, I can't believe that's his girlfriend that he's expecting a kid with, and he was excited and everything, and now once he posted that a couple of days ago, somebody else has something to say about that too, and it was a chick that I guess that we guess he'd be messing around with, which her name is Mariah Mills. Now, if you guys don't know Mariah Mills is, she's an adult star, and she's another, and she also has a BBL, and she came out with tweets, which I'm gonna read with you. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna read y'all the tweets real quick, and she was just furious with Zion Wilson because what she thinking is they think what she was thinking is that Zion and her was together. There was a couple and everything, and she was understanding. Like I said, I know the NBA lifestyle. You might be messing with somebody, but what she said, when you get somebody pregnant, that's hurt her heart, and she went off. So once she had tweets. First of all, she said the first tweet she said, "Congrats, Zion Wilson, I'm happy for you," and then she sent another tweet saying, "I hate you." OMG, and that's on God. Like, looks like you've been had a girlfriend and sleeping with other women behind my back, Zion Williamson. You are a liar. And then another tweet she says, I let you do me so many times without a condom. And this is what you do to me, a hood rat that doesn't come CPN. She kept on tweeting. She kept on tweeting. Another tweet she said is, I'm motivated you to get back in shape. I let you do me all kinds of ways and film me on your phone, Zion. And you impregnated a low budget porn star DNA test, and I'm done. She wasn't done. She kept more tweets saying, I let you spit in my mouth last week. When you did me, you could have told me you had another girl pregnant. How was that you gonna work moving us both to New Orleans? You think I would have found out, Zion? Yeah, and she just went off, and she just went off, and then she just went off. And like I said, and that set a trend. And that set a trend. Because my thing is, with Zion, because people want to know, it's like I said, people think you're injured and, you're trying to rehab and all that type of stuff. But this come out and it's really the trend. Really people, and now we see it's like John, what is you doing? Because like I said, you haven't been healthy since you been drafted. You've been drafted. And the thing is, it's like for us, as we see stuff like this, we like I said, Zion, are you focused on your career? Or you focus on these women? And the thing is about it, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all, he was the first number one pick. You know what the second pick was? Who's in trouble too? John Morant.
Yeah.
So you got these two top two. Yep. So you got two top two picks. One's messing with women. Other one playing with guns.
Hey, there was an Instagram post where it was like Gax and Buns, like. Yeah. It was John Morant and Zion's face. I was like, "This is wild." Go ahead.
Yeah, and then now today, this came out. There was a third chick involved. That's in the triangle, and I'm gonna put her name real quick. And she's also now she's a low class IG model. I checked her page out this morning. She's an IG model, and her name is Yami Taylor, and it appears she's called out John Wilson's following the news that he and the girlfriend were suspecting. So she's making some noise too. I'm gonna see if I can find some tweets, if she makes some more tweets about it later. But yeah, so you got all these women, and I'm gonna show y'all the picture real quick. So here's the baby mama that he got pregnant by. And then let me go down. And then here's the porn star who sent all these tweets, which is Mariah Mills. And then here's the third chick who came by. Her name is Yami. As y'all can see with these women, and you can tell, he has a type. He has a type. And then he liked girls with BBLs. But before that, he was messing with BBLs. He was messing with white chicks. He was messing with some white chicks. But now, now he's messing with the BBLs, and the thing is, it's like like I said, we know that he probably paying these girls and all these type of stuff. But the thing is, what he's doing is not smart. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys. What y'all think about this situation with Zion Williamson?
I found this to be very, very hilarious because the simple fact is, him as a ball player should already know that disclosure agreement. I don't know why a lot of these bad ball players, celebrities, and also entertainers don't understand about disclosure agreement. You have to protect yourself and protect your brand. At the end of the day, he is an NBA pretty much superstar, especially when it comes to New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah, well, shout out to Mrs. Cisse, Lotus. Just hit me out. He kept saying hello. We here. Gore, Ken Dog, the normal folks. Shout out to you guys. That's also watching us on Instagram, Facebook, and also Twitch. Yeah, so I think that's one of his biggest. It's gonna be pretty much his biggest demand of not having a disclosure agreement, because when you don't have that, women could go ahead, say whatever they want to say on social media to mess you up and also mess your brand. Now, at the same time, last year he was injured during mid season. He was pretty much out, but pretty much for the whole season because of simple fact of his knee. Now, when it comes to women, everybody already know when it comes to the NBA ball players, they just that's the type of women they're attracted to. They can't help themselves. They just love those type of women, especially with one with the BBLs. But at the end of the day, it's really not I can do because I'm the same way. I love women. I love looking at women, but I'm mostly like pretty much natural women. But I think that's always been the man's biggest downfall is women. So I can't really beat him up too much. But why I started off saying the disclosure agreement, because if he had that contract already set in place, he won't have issue what's going on right now. Because now, since you now have that set in place, you have on Mariah Mills pretty much spin everything about his personal life. And I think at the end of the day, it's really nothing you can do because there is no disclosure agreement. That's my first take on that. Go ahead.
Hey, hey, there's some things that we need to touch on too. First off, Mariah Mills is 34. Akima is 30. Zion Williamson is 22. Are y'all following me here now? Brittany Renner, the beloved Brittany Renner, the master of finessing, she said this in the clip before. She said, if you want to get some money, go F you a ball player. They don't wear condoms. Now, how is it that we have a lot of these ladies who are in their 30s, having sex with young boys? These guys' mind's not even there. Like, let's be honest with you. What's the one of the Mello brothers? One of the Mello brothers. What's the middle brother? The one that plays
for the G League.
Yeah.
His name is they call him nickname Jello.
Jello. So Angelo.
Leangelo.
Leangelo got a 30-year-old pregnant. I'm going here something. He's only 23. Jaylen Brown is dating Bernice Burgos. Bernice's daughter is his age. Are you following me?
Yep, go ahead, Hakeem. You're on the road.
Because I'm about to teach y'all something. These women are going after the bag. Why can't they get older rich men? Older rich men is not going to go for them. So they go for the unsuspected child. These guys are not groomed. And I think 2 to 3, and mind you, doesn't matter if there's a father or a father in the home or not. It's the culture in the NBA. Let me tell you why I say that. Our beloved Shaq was out on dinner with Brittany Renner the other day. He's supposed to teach us not to date thoughts. Shout outs to Sherry Bryant, the beautiful Sherry Bryant. Nobody cares. Listen, nobody don't even care about that. Hello? Everything is raw dogging. Everything is raw dogging. But here's where it becomes an issue. And I'm going to let y'all boys take it after this. Sherry Bryant, these are $100 million niggas sleeping without condoms. One with a girl who's on Pornhub and xvideos.com. I've watched her videos. I'm not going to lie about that. Mariah Mills. She's definitely on there. The other one, allegedly, is a CPN sauce scammer. But here's the thing about it is, And I want you to see the dichotomy of this. A lot of men get a lot of flack for going after younger girls, and especially you have the means. Nobody's talking about the age group of these women. Some of these women are 30, 34, 30 something. At the age, some of these women could have kids the age that they're messing with these guys. 22 is roughly around the age of a woman who had her child at a young age. Mm-hmm. I know some women who has 22 and they're around that age. So I want y'all to think it from that.
Mm-hmm. You're right about Hakeem. I'm gonna say this, you know, as we know, basketball players, they be messing with women all the time, all the way from the 50s, all the way to Will Chamberlain. And remember, Will Chamberlain, there was a rumor that he slept with 20,000 women.
Woo!
So,
and they say he didn't have not one baby.
Exactly, not that one baby, which I totally disagree on that. But
yeah,
you know, like I said, this go in test of times. Magic Johnson, you know, in the 80s. He was messing with a whole lot of women, especially here in Hollywood. Bang, 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 bang. And then he had to stop. You know why? Why he had to stop?
He got the thinner.
He got the thinner. And then he had to stop. So we all know about this. Basketball players, you know, girls, they get, like I said, basketball players, they got the money. You know, even they try to get the big dogs who are single. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a lot of, you know, like I said, there's some smart NBA players like Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan at the time, who got married early, you know. And the thing is, they was all about the family, and it was all about getting their bag, you know. Because when you know, as we see when we see people, when we see like a basketball player or somebody's high who is married and who want to make a friendly structure, you know, there's money there. You know, it's not just about marriage, but there's money there because you want to popularize and everything to make sure you're a good guy. But you know, with Zion Williamson, I'm like I said, I can't be mad at Zion Williamson. He's 22. He want to have fun. Everybody, we all was 22 at the time. Like I said, our sex drive was high as hell. High. We want to have sex with almost anything. Anything that looks good, big breasts, big butts, hips, whatever looks good, we say, hey, I want to hit. I get that with Zion Williamson. But the thing is about, you know, Zion Williamson and some of these other NBA players, Brittany Winters, Brittany Winters' baby daddy. What was his name? PJ Tucker. PJ. The thing about it is, it's like, you know, they was a smart, like I said, what PJ did, like I said, they was in a long-term relationship. They was in a relationship in a way. But the thing is, it's like, you know, with these NBA players, it's like I said, it's like they don't have somebody in that corner and say you really got to practice, big discipline. Or if you're gonna mess with some chicks, make sure you have the NDA ready for them. And Zion Williamson did not do that. I don't know, and the thing is, I don't know, people in that corner, somebody in Zion Williamson's corner should have told him that. Now he got to deal with this type of issue. And the thing is, it's like how he's looking right now. And I was watching somebody, a podcaster. His name is Ticket TV. Shout out to Ticket TV. You know, his channel is, you know, it's about the sports president in the NBA. So he's on it. And that's how I found about the details about, you know, Zion Williamson. I made a comment that's like you said, I don't know y'all remember the player who's played with Seattle Supersonics. His name was Sean Kemp.
Oh.
Sean Kemp. You know, and to me, there's some similarity to him and Zion. But go ahead, can you say something?
No. He's in jail right now for a shooting he had, I think, a couple months ago, but he had a slew of kids.
Yes, he had a slew of kids, you know, and he owed so many child supports. And then how it's looking like with Zion Williamson right now is, right now, it's like I said, right now in the NBA, he can't stay healthy, you know. And the thing is I feel like the organizations, the New Orleans Pelicans, you know, they babying him, you know, because like I said, ever since he's been in the NBA, he never had a full season to play 82 games. And the organization looked like was like, hey, you know, it's not a good look for the organization because you want to see you play, But you got this stuff coming out, and it's not looking good for you. It's not looking good for the New Orleans Pelicans because out like with last year, he only played 29 games. The first half of the season he was hurt, but there was times when he got healthy, they kept having him back. But when he rocked to the game and he didn't play the game, but but he was playing. He was doing like practices, before playing games. And the thing is, he was doing acrobat dunks and all that type of stuff. And we looking like I say, and people was looking at him like fans, NBA analysis, like, yo, it's like if you're dunking, why you not playing? Why you not participating in the NBA? Do you care about your career? And how his trajectory looks at right now is like I said, it's like you don't care about your future of your career in the NBA. It's like you're focused on smashing chicks and do it and not just smashing chicks, but you're being not good with it. You're being sloppy with it. You're not putting in NDAs with these women. You're not doing that whatsoever. And now not all this coming out. And the thing is like I said, since the third girl's coming out, it might be more. More might come out today, more come out tomorrow, and it's like I said, it's like I said, to me, it's going to keep building and building and building, and it's not looking good for Zion because I'll just tell you, if Zion don't really show out, he won't have to play 82 games. If he can't play 60 games and he can't produce and stay healthy, there's just like chances, like there's a contract, and also in his contract that he signed for the deal, it was the team put a weight requirement that you have to stay in because majority of the time he used to play, he always used to be overweight, at over 300 pounds, and the team is looking at that, and the team is looking at that, and if you're not being at a proper weight and you mess with these chicks, there's a chance, like I said, either this year or next year, that there's a chance that the team might cut him. The team might cut him because you mess with these. Like I said, you're not obligating what the contract you put. You're not doing what the contract's obligated you do so you can play. Instead, you mess with these chicks and everything, and it's not a good look. And the thing is, I don't know how New Orleans, law is with child, but child support is coming. And the thing about Mariah Mills is like I said, she said on the tweet, she said, "Hey, I better not be pregnant. If I'm pregnant, she said, I'm coming for your ass." And if that's the case, you're gonna be on some serious child support.
And this is why I say it's so important. Even though Go saying 2020 pretty much 2023, even an NDA would not even save you. I kind of disagree with that because the NDA saved a lot of people that's in the entertainment and also in the basketball, pretty much in the basketball league. Why do you think nothing ever came out about LeBron James or anybody that's hot right now? You will never hear it. Or Jimmy Butler. They have non-disclosure agreement because it protects you from stuff like this from happening. And people keep forgetting. Right now Jimmy Butler is dating Shakira. I hope I know that, right? Shakira. He's dating her right now. Yeah, he is. He's dating her right now. So I'm saying this is something ball players do all the time. I get it because remember, it's something that majority of these guys we grew up with pretty much watching porn. We fantasize about these women all the time. So now when we have the opportunity, especially when we have the resources to get those type of women, I'd be like, go ahead, player. I'm not hating on you because I know a lot of men say, oh, that's just hating because now he's able to get any girl he wants. And like I came to say too, like just recently I saw too, Shaq is with Brittany Renner. Someone that was like, oh, she's a gold digger. You shouldn't be dating her. And mind you, I won't be surprised. Shaq also gave her a non-disclosure agreement, like, hey, if we're dating, we can't be talking. And I guarantee she's not going to talk. Shaq, you already know, is worth close to $1 billion. So that's what I'm saying. Like, these men do it all the time. It's something they do. It's something they desire. I think it's something that they have fun with. But the end result, Jordan, like you said, if one of them ends up pregnant, they have to deal with the consequences. Like Lotus also said the same thing. These men just love the baddies, and that's what they do. They just love the baddies. That's what they're attracted to. And I'm not gonna hate them for it, but the consequences could be very, very deadly. Go ahead. I
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go first. I came, and the thing is about this lifestyle. There's a clip I see. I can't want you to play. It's about LeVar Ball, and he told his sons about this too. It's like once you make it to the league, you know, the availability of finding a good woman is gonna be hard. Why it's gonna be hard? Because since you make yourself so much money, a lot of gold diggers are gonna be looking for you, especially the women that look good, especially the women that has BBLs. Because a lot of BBLs are gonna be looking at you and try to try to get the bag, either through the quick relationship. And like I said, shout out to Brittany Renner, she said a lot of them don't use condoms. Zion Williamson, he don't necessarily don't use condoms because Mariah Mills, he put a tweet out like that. So, but I want you, Hakeem, I want you to play that clip with LeVar Ball. He told his kids about the NBA lifestyle.
Right on, Lotus, with that comment. That's facts.
Yes, facts, Lotus, facts.
In basketball, you're not gonna find nobody like I found your mom or my mom and dad. Because here's the thing: if you're in this profession, which you got all this fame and notoriety, how are you gonna meet a good girl? You're not, because what you're gonna meet her in the restaurant where you eat, or you're gonna go to a club where you dance, or you're gonna meet her at the arena. So I hate to tell you, you're gonna meet a hoe. Just how it goes, son. And then you gotta wonder, then the first thing they're gonna say, oh, I didn't know you did that, man, with the Googling and all this. Oh, yes, they do. They know about you before you even get there. So, son, that's the bad part of the life you're gonna get, is you're never gonna meet a good woman. And by the time you do, let's say you get 30, and then you meet a woman and she's 30. You gotta wonder why she by herself at 30. So there's something that's dangerous, no matter how good they look. But have a good time, son.
That's how the lifestyle is, y'all. Like I said, firstly, Zion Williamson, she's gonna learn the hard way. I want to put. Can you we put Lois's her what she said, because she was spot on. She said, sidebar, I'm not condoning what Carmelo did, but he destroyed his family because he had no self-control and possibly because he didn't have an NDA, which is facts. And the thing is about Carmelo, to me, he had a good woman, and you don't think so? With Lala?
But listen, their relationship has never been good. They played that it was a good relationship. She's not an easy person to be with. There was many occasions that she overspoke him. She was a lot more dominant and masculine than him. It was a fact. Here's the thing. These relationships we see, and you see, now mind you, I don't condone him cheating anyway, but the relationship has always been fractured. Go back and back. She has made him make decisions that wasn't for him, but was to please her. He went to New York for her, not for him. You also got to remember, sweetheart, Lotus, when you're in a relationship and there's no compromise, where you think a man is going to do, he's going to go find where his happiness is at. No matter what it is, don't matter how sexy you is, how tall you are, what you're doing, that does not matter. That does not keep a man interested in you. Compromising, femininity, and him feeling like he's a man. Now, here's the thing now. NDA or no NDA, the relationship was going to be tarnished. Because here's the thing. When a kid gets involved, it's a wrap. Now, here's the thing. Lala's a little bit different. Lala got with Carmelo in all points attended because she was a basketball player. Probably before she was getting him, she was a broke host on MTV. A lot of these girls get with these guys for financial security. They don't get with these guys based on if they're made together. And I want you to think about that, Lotus, from that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also some of these women who are, divorced, some of these NBA players, look how they keep their last name. They keep that last name for branding. They keep that last name for money. A man, sometimes when a man that makes a lot of money, high value, who's a millionaire, billionaire, and they have that last name, it's money. Money right there. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Sherry, I love that you say that. Sherry's a real woman. She said, I dated a much younger engineer. I chose to leave him alone. He didn't want to accept it. I just didn't want him later to regret him not living his life. That's a real ass statement. That's a real ass statement. That's something that Mariah Mills and all them should have done too. But here's the thing about them. Their expectation outweighs the need for love. Listen, as you get older, your need for love gets higher and your expectation gets higher. But you want to know what happened with that? The expectation, our need for love. Mariah and Akima could have got them a 40, 50-year-old man who made decent money. That's not enough for them. The lifestyle. What happens when you get somebody who's in a particular lifestyle? And this is what I ask women, do you want a husband or do you want a provider? A husband makes money. A provider is just there to make sure the bills is paid, but he goes off and frolics and do what he wants. The fact that you say that, and a lot of people don't understand, and this is something we're going to put this out in the open. Most older men want younger women who have money. Most women who are older, for some apparent reason, attract younger guys. But these younger guys, you the lucky one to get somebody who's an engineer. He has the finances to do that. But typically, a lot of these girls don't get younger guys with money. Most of these guys are broke. Erykah Badu was dating somebody at the same age as her son. He was 27. She damn near 50. They had just broke up recently. Look at what's the light-skinned girl from the Bay?
From where?
What's the light-skinned girl from the Bay Area?
Oh, Keisha Cole.
You remember her baby daddy, the young boy she was dating?
Yep. Trina. Don't forget about Trina.
Trina's with a young dude now.
Mm-hmm.
And they about to get married. Then he could be my son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And listen, I know a lot. Hey, Red Lipstick. I know we have an issue with age gap dating, and I speak about this for the women. I speak about this for the women. Who's Daniel Gibson?
I don't know. I gotta look that up.
Yeah, we speak about age gap dating. Age gap dating only benefits younger women, not older women. I never knew a rich young guy to marry an older woman. It's an oxymoron. I never knew that.
Oh, Daniel Gibson was Keisha Cole's ex.
Yeah,
he was a former basketball player. That's why. Okay, I got.
Oh yeah. And they're not together. Was he young too?
Let's see. They was at the same age. They was together for a while. They was together from 2011 to 2017. Then they broke up.
But let me ask you a question, fellas, and I'm gonna let y'all pass this. And I want to ask everybody in the comment. All these Instagram women that you see who's messing with these guys, are they playing Lord of the Rings? Name me somebody who got married and it wasn't by force to these guys. I'm talking to y'all. No names? Shout outs to Sonny Bono for life. Towners for life in the building. Name me somebody, please. Who, out of all these Instagram girls who are sleeping around with these ball players and rappers, who's getting married? Did Future marry any of his women? No. Name me some of them. Listen, Zion Williams just made a girl. And listen, let's not forget this. Akima already has a child from another person. Y'all didn't hear that, right? Y'all didn't hear me, right? She was already a baby mama. Now she's a baby mama 2 times. Like Finesse 2 times.
I wish we could play that cha-ching sound because she want the best. She getting that bag, buddy.
Just hear me. I say he's confused by the question.
Okay, just hear me out. Name me an NBA player or entertainer who has married any of these Instagram models, and if there is one, it's not by force.
Yeah, like I said, I can't think of any.
Me either.
Rapper,
unless just hear me out, I'll probably know something, but no, I can't think of any right now.
And I want us to talk about this. Now, I want to go back to what Lotus said earlier today. Lotus, doesn't matter if they have an OG or maybe the father might prefer, because I don't hear Ja Morant is involved in any of those type of dealing, because he has a child. I think him and his BMs are together. They have a serious relationship. He just want to play thug. But you know what's so ironic? I want to look at the LaMelo Ball boys, with the exception of the first boy, because I think he's married, right? The first Melo.
No, he's not. He's not.
Oh, okay.
They got engaged, but it didn't work out. But now they're not together no more.
So I want us to look at it from this point of here. Most of these girls are all single mothers, and listen, y'all wanted to date the nigga. Y'all wanted to date a nigga with money. Y'all got you a ball player. Your kids are bastard basketball babies. The obsession with money is going to make your kids bastards. The need of expectation that outweigh love, your kids is going to be bastards. I guarantee you that. Your kids is not going to see the father after a while. It's a check. It's a number. It's a debit card. It's a Cash App. It's a Cash App low. It's a Cash App $ Daddy Warbucks. A lot of y'all women are very beautiful. A lot of y'all women are very, very beautiful. A lot of y'all women might have good intentions, but your actions put you in a detrimental situation. It's a lot of brothers out here who want to love on you and want to make sure they come home to you every night, and you don't have to worry about this. Listen. We just talking about basketball. You ever heard of Tatiana Williams? You know who that is?
Yeah, I know who it is.
That's Fabulous stepdaughter, who he did not marry her mother, Emily. No. He has 2 kids with her. G Herbo just left her.
She got 2 kids, right?
2 kids with her. One is 3, the other one is 1. He said, I'm suffering from PTSD. Mind you, here's the thing. When they got engaged, it was when he had caught that Fed case. You want a bag. You want the brother with the bag. What about love? If you focus on getting love and have a good judge of character, you can get a man who's going to take care of you. I know a lot of I know a lot of dudes with money. They're not the most friendliest. And they're not the most generous at all. When they come home, they tell you to put your head in the pillow and bend over. My Tuesday is coming. Make sure you pack your bags and go. My Wednesday is coming. Make sure you pack your bags and go. Show me a rich, faithful guy. I'll go get baptized tomorrow.
And I can give you another example. And especially these females love her, and that's Carisha. Look at Carisha. You know, she's like I said, she's trying to compete for Diddy. She's been doing it for a year and a half. But the thing is, it's like we see them, you know, going shopping. She's, you know, I mean, they Miami right now. She going to the Miami Heat game. You know, taking her to Chanel, all that type of stuff. And my thing is, it's like Diddy is doing that, but the thing is, he's messing with other chicks and getting other girls pregnant.
He just had a baby when she was crying online.
But those, you don't know what type of agreement they have. That's the only was the problem when it comes to the celebrities and ball players. Some of them have an agreement with these women. That was I don't trust everything online because of the simple fact is sometimes they have agreement and all this could be quote unquote fake. But go ahead, Adrian.
Listen, he did not marry Carisha. He gave her an allowance. He was giving her $100,000 a month. You're one of his hoes. You're not his wife. You're not his girl. You're one of his hoes. And he can afford to do that. And then on top of that, he proved to you how much he didn't love none of y'all. He went and had a baby with an Asian girl. We not hating nothing, baby. We just telling facts. We don't respect Diddy over here. He went and had a baby with an Asian girl. Nothing wrong with Asians now. But let me tell you something. Listen, you say Carisha is up. Carisha is a side chick on a leash.
And let me tell you something. She's up money wise. Money wise, she's up. But you look at Diddy's history of women, he never ever married. You go with the last chick he had with Cassie. You know, Cassie, she was bad.
Cassie was with him for 10 years. She had to leave him, got with a white boy. He gave her 2 kids, and oh Lord Jesus, go on her Instagram. She is so happy. What about his baby mama that had died? She died a single mother.
And what about the baby mother of the son that they went to jail for DUI? Look at his history.
Listen, we're not talking about black women are a hot topic. We're talking about Zion Williamson, and we're just adding on to this his being sexual promiscuous. But we also got to understand Zion Williamson is 22, sugar bum.
He's still a baby.
He's still a baby, and the women are playing on him. Listen, we only want women to win. I want y'all to win. I want y'all, listen, I want you to get the nigga, I want you to get a nigga who's gonna, I don't want you to go for the bag. I want you to get a nigga who's gonna come home, take care of you, take care of your kids, and be faithful and love and respect you. I don't want you to deviate off the path and you not playing Lord of the Rings. Because at the end of the day, rings matter.
Yeah,
but we can't really blame him too much because we can't blame women too much because the simple fact is at the end of the day, Zion chooses to stick his whatever inside of him. So that's his own doing. Because as an NBA, because remember, as an NBA, when you go to the NBA, they can't even tell you them guys take classes on how to deal with groupies and certain type of women. Now, after those classes are done, it's on them. So, because the NBA at the end of the day don't want to be held accountable because of the NBA never told us about groupies. The NBA, they're like, nope, we give classes out so you guys will be well prepared to know that groupies are around. And also the NFL does the same thing too. These men choose to date these women. It's their choice. So I do the down part, that's on them. Go ahead.
I agree with you, Rodney, because especially these 2023 with the social medias, these women know how to play the game. And how's it looking? They're more better at it than men are. And what like I said, Ron, I can't be mad at what they're doing because, like I said, as long as they know what to do, and as long as they play the game how they're supposed to play the game, as long as they can get compensated while they play the game, they're gonna still do it. Unless a man stand his ground and say, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, this is our situation. If I got put in the NBA contract, this is gonna happen. If not, I can find another chick for that. Period. Go ahead, Hakeem.
You know what hurts me? I'm gonna say this. It says Rick single mom or broke one. Doesn't listen, your child's mental well-being matters than money. The sad thing about it is a lot of these kids who are being born by these guys, they're having the same issue a lot of our kids in the impoverished neighborhoods is. You just have money. Money's not going to compensate for everything. One of Future older sons, He came out publicly and say, my dad's not there for me physically. He was there for me financially, but he's not there for me physically. And hearing him speak and hearing him how he can conceptualize that, it hurted me to understand. Same thing with DMX. When DMX died, majority of his older kids did not talk to him. They didn't want nothing to do with him. They didn't want nothing to do with him. He was not there. He had over 10 children, and the only child that he focused on the most was the last one. Exodus. Money can't get you everything, baby. Money can't buy you love.
Well, if that's the case, we just gotta watch how Nick Cannon, how he gonna treat his kids. Once his kids grow up, because we just gotta see what, when his kids grow up between the teens or then they get adults. We gonna see how Nick Cannon is with the father.
No, but I thought I heard that he said he's trying to move them all in his household. I think that was his goal. I think that he's trying to move them all in.
I don't know how he gonna. Hey, if that's the case, Ronnie, he need to be a 12-bedroom household here in California to have all those kids.
He got the money. So you know.
Look what Sherry said. I've dated men with money who became obsessed. I had to get 2 restraining orders, and some are very possessive. 100%, Sherry, you are property. We talking about narcissistic superiority complex mentality. When a man who has done well for himself, you are property to them. You're not no equal. This is why I say, is this the lifestyle you sugar bum? Is that the lifestyle you want? To be property?
And the thing was that you want that lifestyle. It comes with consequences. You might not look at them, but it's gonna come quick. It's gonna come quick. It's gonna come slowly, and you're not gonna look at it, but it's gonna come.
I want to mention somebody, and I'm gonna tell you who had got it right. K. Michelle. I want to give K. Michelle her props. She left the industry alone, got rid of the BBLs, and married a dentist. Regular black guy, loves, cherishes her. They have a good time. I was expound on that. Every other guy she dated before didn't want. They was just smashing and grabbing. She dated the basketball player who, what's his name? J.R. Reed from Jersey City.
Mm-hmm.
And he's an F boy too, because he had made his wife cry because he has a child that's autistic, and I seen his wife was crying. I think he was getting a divorce with her. She was crying online, saying a prayer because he was messing with the black girl off of Flash. Y'all want ball players. Y'all want men with money. Statistically, ladies, statistically, all ball players and football players get broke after they hit the league 5-year minimum.
Yep. That's true.
No, that's true. There's a lot of ball players, go broke because of that. Is because of the aspect of mismanaging their fund and dealing with certain type of women. And child support is the number one killer for some of these ball players.
That's right.
So
it's totally facts.
Sierra and Russell Wilson. No, but the thing with Sierra and Russell Wilson, they say Sierra actually won the bag. She didn't lose nothing. She didn't date a regular guy. Russell Wilson one of the highest paid quarterbacks, so no.
But let's also remember, look how Sierra looked. She didn't look like an Instagram thought.
Oh, yes, she did. She did.
No. She's still skinny. Listen, if you take the fame away for her, she looked like a regular woman.
Yeah, but she still was like she wasn't. I'm not gonna say it because the Instagram thought is something they use. But remember, Sierra was a pass around. No
Yeah,
offense
yeah.
to see
No. It's a fact.
but she was a pass around. She dated Bow Wow, Future, some other guy. She was a pass around. So
50
remember,
Cent.
a video bitch, like, yeah, because when we say Instagram thought, we say, oh, because of the BBLs, but
Yeah.
in actuality, she was an Instagram thought because she was a pass around.
She had a baby with a known person who was sexually promiscuous. Future. She
And
became
you know no, but you know who also is a pass around too? Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey, stepdaughter. She's a pass. I'm saying, like, just because they don't have bodies, you might say, oh, they look good. They don't have the body like the person with a BBL, but they are passive. They could all consider an Instagram thought. Well, it's not wrong. That's the lifestyle they want to live. But Sierra did come big on her, pretty much on her lifestyle. Because she did. She won. But I can't say that for a lot of women, no, because look at what happened to Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole didn't win. K. Michelle didn't win, even though right now she is dating a regular guy. But I guarantee you, if K. Michelle had the opportunity to date a guy like Russell Wilson, she would. She would say she would dump that Dennis in a heartbeat.
Lotus. Sierra dated 50 Cent. She did
she did a lot.
Like she did it. Yeah, it's a fact. And yeah. We're
not making it up.
We're not making it up.
Google it. Ronnie, you toxic. Oh well, I'm just speaking facts. I know, so because I realize it's the truth. Like, I'm not getting upset at it. I'm saying, like, I embrace the fact. It's the fact. Go ahead.
Hey Ronnie, when you tell the truth, they turn into something else. The truth could be.
Yeah, no, Sugar Bun TV. Man, fuck Sugar, man. Sugar, man. I already told you that.
Hey, look, Lotus, I'm online right now. You can look this up. I'm online right now. Hold on. Listen. This is why I say Russell lost by getting with her. Now,
Lotus said she never knew that. She never knew that. She did it 50. Yeah.
Listen, Lotus. Her first boyfriend from 2002 to 2003 was Laquille Thomas. Next, she dated Lloyd from Murder Inc. She dated Bow Wow third, T.I., which was a rumor, 50 Cent. She dated him from 2007 to 2012. She dated Amari Stoudemire,
basketball player. She dated Cam Newton in 2011. She dated Future from 2012 to 2014, and then she got with Russell in 2015.
And Bow Wow was the one that actually put Sierra on the map. I'm just letting people know that Bow Wow was the one that put Sierra on the map. So, but I'm saying what I'm saying is nothing wrong with that. I want to specify there's nothing wrong with that. Sugar say F me too. Yeah, Sugar, you know I love you, man. All love. You know what I'm saying? That was it. I know how to deal with Sugar. Sugar knows all love. But Lotus, yeah, it's real true. That was a celebrity. I agree with Sugar on this one. She's like, celebrity date is for God. It's for clout. Yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't take they dating serious. Majority of them date like that for a come up. But with Zion, I don't think he was dating like that because it was clout. I think he just made a mistake that he got the wrong girl that he thought wasn't going to say anything, but it messed him up at the end of the day because now his business is all. He pretty much spent the tea, and it doesn't look good for his brand. Go ahead, again.
No, you're right. Hello.
Yeah, we listening. Go ahead.
So you're 100% right. She said, well, I thought she only dated Bow Wow and Future. Yes, a lot of that stuff is not in public. But I want to read this comment. She said, I have a great dude now since he been with me. His side business have took off. He's been doing very well. I have no issues with him at all. And since it's possible we have a healthy relationship if you both want it. Listen, I love that. But let me ask you a question. Sherry, we're playing Lord of the Rings. You're doing an investment. What's your investment? What is your ROI? That's the thing we're talking about. You're a good woman, so you can have it if you want. But that's if you are getting somebody who has that terminology. You're not here for a fun time. You know? And I want people to always say that. She said they always trying to paint women as thoughts. We're not painting women as thoughts, but here's the thing. When you have 30-year-olds, 34-year-olds going after 22-year-old men who are young, who do not have a mind. Shout outs to DNA 143 on Instagram. Good afternoon, Queen. When you do not have a mind of your own and you accepting a culture of dysfunction, you making your child a single parent. You're going to become a single parent. That child Zion's going to have, it's a single parent. She's a single mom now. The child that Dwayne Wade had on his break, that lady's a single mom. Gabrielle won. Not the lady who was out the bag. And listen, she got $4,000 for that baby. Because he was there to smash it, and he was hitting her raw. Who won?
Yeah.
Who won? Gabrielle Union won. Anything happened to him, to Dwayne Wade, she gets the pot load. Or we're gonna call it the potluck.
Hey, speaking, I can't. You speak on that.
Come on. Listen, we don't respect men who don't practice discipline. If it was up to me, Zion Williams deserve 100 lashes. Future, 100 lashes. Do I need to keep going?
I got a question for you guys. Do you think some of these NBA players like Zion Williams, do you think they need to get they need to get snipped?
Ball players.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree with you. Yep. I think they should. They should have got that vasectomy. And there's nothing wrong with getting a vasectomy because that's also reversal too as well. So majority of guys need to get a vasectomy, but I didn't. That was it. I don't really know because it could have been Zion plan. That was it. I don't know what he thinks. Cause some guys like I want to have kids, so I don't know if it was part of his plan because most guys ain't gonna have sex with a woman raw unless they know their plan. Because every guy know the consequences of having sex with a woman raw. You're either gonna get a disease or you're gonna get the woman pregnant. They know that. Go ahead, Ken.
A man who cares about his legacy, and you're 100% right, Ronnie. A man who cares about his legacy ain't gonna just sleep with anybody. Your last name means everything. Who you sleep with means everything. That determines if your kid is gonna be poor or it's gonna be functioning or it's gonna be a bastard.
But let's keep it real, Hakeem. We grew up, we know the hood. The hood always taught us that you always want to get the baddie pregnant because then she's stuck with you forever. I remember a hood guy taught me that. He told me, hey, Ronnie, you want the girl to stay with you forever? Get her pregnant. Go ahead.
It's funny you say that. It's true. At first, we taught to go after the baddies, but here's the thing. Pretty privilege only gets you so far. How many pretty girls we see around here who's not married? How many?
Yeah.
Bernice Burgos.
Yeah.
Bernice Burgos. So she is bad. She is, listen, mouth-watering. Nobody ain't put a ring on that. She's been a hired mistress for all her career. Beauty don't get you nowhere. Being feminine gets you somewhere. Being respectful gets you somewhere.
And the thing is, Bernice Burger, she could look good all the way to her 60s. She probably could find.
Oh yeah.
Cause look at what's her now, Nicole Murphy. She's almost 60. She look good as hell too.
Oh my God.
She's still single.
Listen, yeah, she say some women think that a good woman, but in actuality, they're not. No man is going to marry them, not a top tier man. Sherry Bryan, you need to say that again. A lot of y'all be dreaming about being Ruth, but you not Ruth quality. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying facts. A lot of y'all dream about being Ruth, but you're not Ruth quality. More like Mary Magdalene. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just telling the truth. And listen here, a lot of these guys think they're Boaz, but they're peasants. You think the nigga with the money is Boaz, but he's just there to buy your time.
No, that's true. That is true.
And listen, Sugar Bum. I want you to listen, Sugar Bum. Watch it. Listen, I love you, girl. Do not talk about the queen like that. I'm not going to even show that comment. No, that's a woman. That's a woman, Sugar Bum. She knows what she wants. That's not the truth. You don't know her like that. You don't know her. You don't know her like that. I know her. I'm acquainted with her. Far from that. Far from that.
Yeah.
Sugar, I know you like to be opinionated. No, she's not an old lady either. She's not that. Listen. I'm gonna tell you something. Her actions and her mentality make her more desirable for marriage.
She's an older woman on marriage. Not necessarily, no.
I'm not gonna show none of that. Sugar, I love you. You need to slow down on this one. Slow down on this one, baby. Slow down. Listen, your city girl ideology can only go but so far.
Well, that being said, guys, go ahead.
Before we go, somebody asked a question on Instagram. She say, short description of a feminine woman, please. Fellas, let's end it with that.
You say short description of a feminist?
No, of a feminine woman.
Oh, a feminine woman. Is a woman that submits herself to that man. To me, that's the ultimate feminine woman. A woman that's willing to submit herself to that man. What the cost is. Go ahead, Jordan.
I agree with you. Somebody that's not aggressive to you, somebody who don't, argues with you, somebody, just, gotta try to compete with you. A feminine woman, she's gonna praise you. She's gonna be there for you. She's gonna be there anything that you need. And also she's gonna represent you well. Because some of these women, they don't represent the other very well. That's my take on it. Go ahead, Hakeem.
And I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna go into and I'm gonna read this statement. I don't understand if you carry yourself like an HOE or a city girl. How do you expect to get a respectful man? That's facts. A feminine woman, and I'm gonna say some words to you, has discernment about her. She's a good human being. She has some level of submission. She can make decisions. She understands when to take the step back and allow her man to take the lead. She understands when it's time for her to take lead, but not in a way where it's emasculating. She understands how to make a house a home. She's the organizer. She can differentiate right from wrong. She knows her position and her place in her man's life. And she knows, as you being a woman, she knows the hierarchy from her to God. That's my definition of that.
So, like you guys know, that being said, I would say because we have to understand something too. I would say we're not that type of caliber of man that you have like groupies like that around. But eventually, when we do get to that point that we have groupies around, I think we need to evaluate the conversation. If I have another conversation like how it really truly is, because I'm thinking we the outside looking in, and I know it's very very hard because remember there was bar players. They get women literally in a hotel room before they even go to the hotel. So they deal with a lot. I think LeBron James talks about that. There's places when he's in town, he go to secret events so groupies won't even know where he's at because it's just crazy. It's out of the ordinary. So I think Zion made a mistake. I think he's gonna learn from this situation, and if not, years later he might be one of them guys that's gonna end up broke, and it's sadly mistaken. That's my final take. Jordan, what's your final take on that?
Hey, I agree with that. I agree with that, yo. First of all, he got to set his priorities straight. First of all, he needs to stay healthy. He needs to start playing some ball and stay healthy and play. Because if you don't, he ain't gonna have no money. He gonna be playing those damn women. So Zion, we're not mad at you. Do what you do, buddy. Just be smart. Have an NDA and have deep discipline to get a chance. That's my final take.
My final take is this. We need to start changing the culture of accepting dysfunctionality like this. And mind you, and we need to start holding these guys accountable. Just because you got money don't mean you can just run around here and just do whatever you want. They don't allow us regular guys do that. So why did they be allowed? And women, if you stop allowing men with means and power to do the things that they do, we wouldn't have this conversation.
And that's why I say it's so very important to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to Sugar Bomb. Shout out to Miss Sherry Bryant. Shout out to Urban Noise. Shout out to Ken Doll. Shout out to Jabari. Shout out to Lotus. Shout out to Realistic Vibe. Right. Shout out to you guys that's watching us also on Instagram. Man, we on our way. Shout out to
DNA 143.
Shout out to that's it. Just hit me out. Yeah, shout out to Just Hit Me Out as well. Shout out to Gore. All you guys that's continuing to watch us on a daily basis and also watch our reaction video. We do greatly appreciate it. Remember, we on our way to 1K subscriber, and you know what you guys say, we will get there. We're already at 604. Or what? We got 300. Well, 300 and what? No, 396 to go. So guys, continue to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel because we do greatly appreciate it. And now that, make sure you go in the community tab. In the community tab, there's a KR Culture Radio T-shirt that what Jonah had on right now, and Prince I King new book, Black Love. Come over here and support the Vibe Forum because we really do greatly appreciate you guys. Like always, the Heat playing tonight. Let's go Heat. I think it's gonna be a exciting game. Let's get this win home for Miami Heat. We need one game to keep this series. The people must keep the hope alive. Thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. We are over and like, oh yeah, and also Motivated Vision. Shout out to you. We pretty much be over and out.
Oh yeah, you forgot one more person. What's the guy's name, man? So
Hopeful. I did. I mentioned. I said,
So. It's so Hopeful. Okay. He has
Shout out to him. New subscriber. Shout out to him. That was it, man. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. We are over and out.
Hey, Sugar, the older woman got her own money and she's submissive. Good night.
Good night. Peace.